Taking a trip down to your local McDonald's is probably the fastest way to get your hands on some chicken nuggets. The only problem is they'll be loaded with saturated fat, sodium, and cholesterol. So why not make a healthier version at home? Your cooking skills will improve, which could help you if you're ever lost in the woods with an oven. In all seriousness, these macro-friendly chicken nuggets check all the boxes. Flavorful and moist on the inside with a crispy exterior. And they're super easy to make. All you need is 1 pound of 98% fat-free ground chicken breast, 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Mix up all the ingredients in a bowl so that each chicken nugget will have an even amount of flavor. Then take a large baking sheet and cover it with a piece of aluminum foil for a faster and easier cleanup. And don't forget to spray it down with nonstick cooking oil to prevent the chicken from sticking. This part isn't necessary, but I find it's much easier to form up each chicken nugget with a food scale. The total amount of chicken I had here was around 470 grams, so I just divided that by the number of nuggets I wanted, which in this case was 24. So each chicken nugget was around 20 grams. I'll admit, this was a bit overkill, but I wanted this recipe to look as good as possible for YouTube, because if the food looks good, you're more likely to subscribe to my channel, which you should do right now. You'll then need to create the coating to make the outside of the chicken nuggets as crispy as possible. You can do this by combining a quarter cup of flour with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Stir these dry ingredients around until everything is mixed together, then add 1 egg to a small bowl and stir that around too. Now we have everything we need for the dipping station. Place each chicken nugget in the egg mixture before coating it with flour. Make sure to get the top and bottom of the chicken, so the entire thing is nice and crispy. Repeat this process for all the chicken nuggets before placing them in the oven for 16 to 18 minutes at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. As with most recipes, the amount of cooking time will vary depending on your oven. You want the outside to be nice and crispy without overcooking the middle part and drying out the chicken. You can eliminate this guesswork by using a food thermometer and cooking the chicken until it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove the chicken nuggets from the oven when they're finished and enjoy them on their own or with your favorite dipping sauce. I made some homemade fry sauce with reduced sugar ketchup and light mayo, but barbecue sauce and honey mustard will pair just as well. The macros for this entire recipe are 731 calories, 36 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fat, and 111 grams of protein. This breaks down to about 30 calories, 1.5 grams of carbs, 0.5 grams of fat, and 4.5 grams of protein per chicken nugget. The crazy thing is the amount of carbs is actually lower than this because I didn't use all the flour and egg in the dipping station. But it's easier to have a little more flour spread out on a plate during the dipping process. I gotta say the flavor is on point with these chicken nuggets, especially with a good dipping sauce. If you wanted to make them even crispier, I would recommend using breadcrumbs, which I'm probably going to do next time I make them. But I wanted to keep this particular recipe as low carb as possible. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these macro-friendly recipes in the future.